What'd you say?
How's my hair?
Looks good. Clean as a whistle.
Good. I washed it this morning.
He washed his hair for you guys. He's trying to figure it out. Hey, Wilbur. Ooh. Ooh.
All right, we'll see you later.
Don't leave me with the piggies.
Last time I spoke to God, he laughed right in my face. Once I paused to consider it all, we've both been laughing for days. Sometimes the world's in
Are at a Harvest Host in Old Fort, Tennessee Mountain Farm to be exact. And it is close to 90 degrees. I don't know why we decided to boondock. Was that my idea? We're not really boondocking. It has a 30 amp connection and water, but it's still very hot inside because we can't operate all the ACs. This is our layover until we reach Pigeon Forge tomorrow morning. We didn't want to drive on a Monday for 4+ hours, so we decided that we were going to do this Harvest Host. Oh boy, Churro, you got him, huh? I didn't get that on camera, but he watered the tires just now. But yeah, here you can buy meats that were formerly cattle raised on the farm, and we're going to probably buy a brisket. And when we cook it, I'll let you know how it goes. I probably won't cook it on this trip, but luckily the fridge is working inside on 30 amps, so we'll be able to freeze it and cook it later. So stay tuned. We are here, as we said earlier, at a Harvest Host, Tennessee Mountain Farm.
Oh, it's a jingle. It's Tennessee Mountain Farm. You got to sing it a little bit.
Okay, Tennessee Mountain Farm.
There we go.
In Old Fort, Tennessee. If you don't know, now you know. Check out harvesthost.com and find Tennessee Mountain Farm. And you can also be found on YouTube at TNMTN FARM. We'll have it on the screen there.
There we go. Okay.
At Tennessee Mountain Farm. And this is Blake, our wonderful host, who's filling me in on all things Tennessee Mountain Farm and his background story, which I am just blown away by the way. That's why we turned the camera on. So, Blake, tell me a little bit about how you ended up going from corporate America in sales to having a farm where you raise pigs and
sheep.
Hairless sheep. I call it hairless.
Hair sheep, yeah.
Hair sheep. And
cows.
Cows.
Sometimes chickens.
Awesome.
A couple dogs.
Pyrenees.
Yeah.
We saw them earlier.
So I was in Louisiana on that corporate job.
Okay.
And my parents were raising commercial chickens here at the farm. That's what the big barns were, commercial chickens.
Okay.
So one time I made a joke with them when they asked, what can we do for you? And I said, how about a base pay raise? And he's like, that's out of my hands. And I was like, well, if I can't get more money, we all know that we're just washing cocaine money through the U.S. economy using chickens. Can I just get cocaine instead of cash?
Okay. And you said this to your parents or to the people that you work for?
The boss man over Chattanooga complex.
Okay.
He did not find it as funny as I did.
I'm assuming.
But so I just kept on. I did not get that.
Right.
But they were growing chickens for them. I was in Louisiana having a great time of life.
Right.
I bet. Great friends, enjoyed what I did. but they were about to lose the farm because
Oh,
the chicken
wow.
company cut them off from getting chickens.
Right.
And then they were telling a 70-year-old couple, you need to spend another $70,000 to be able to get chickens back. And I was like, hey, who do you think's
That's
going to pay that
abuse.
off?
Right.
Like,
right.
and so I left the corporate world, and Steph and I can move back here to take over 7.5 years ago. And when I moved back, I really thought that I was going to come back and raise some organic chickens on the back 4 acres.
You had like a whole idea.
Like a regenerative farm,
Right.
organic idea.
Free range.
Yes.
Yes, we all
Well,
had that idea of having chickens.
I moved back in January. My dad passed away in March.
Sorry to hear that.
And so I quickly became a commercial chicken farmer.
Wow.
With $640,000 worth of debt that
Oh,
he didn't have life
gosh.
insurance to
How
cover.
many chickens did you have back then?
Oh, we were raising flock sizes of 105,000 at a time.
105,000 chickens. Who picked all those eggs up every day? Because I do
No,
that.
we were growing meat chickens.
Oh, so you had roosters?
We just got them the day they were born, and we
Okay.
kept them for 41, 42 days, and then they went
Okay.
to be meat for Chick-fil-A.
Okay. I got you. See,
so
this
we
is
were-
a whole new thing for us because we just inherited
Oh.
chickens 4 years ago and we use them for eggs. But
Okay.
I'm learning.
I'm learning about eggs, chicken, because we never did that. I'd only
Okay.
had chickens for 7 weeks, and it takes
Wow.
21 weeks for them to lay an egg.
Well, longer sometimes.
And sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
So then you got rid of the flock chickens or the meat chickens, and then how did you end up with the cattle and the sheep and the pigs?
oh, yeah. So we were growing chickens to pay off that debt.
Okay.
And in 45 months, we were able to knock off that $640,000 of debt.
So, you're a salesman. Blake, tell me, how long have you been hosting a Harvest Host
As soon as
clients?
I paid off the chicken farm and cut the chickens off, we were able to start hosting people.
Okay.
Because the chicken company, like their big tractor trailers had to get in here with their feed trucks.
Yeah.
And so I knew that big rigs like this,
Yeah.
as long as they got the right directions,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No, I saw the message after the fact. So, Blake, if
Okay.
you do stay here, pay attention to your website, your Harvest Host website or app, because he will give you clear directions on how to get here. We found a bridge and had to reverse because it was too low.
But apparently,
That's a
if
side
not,
note.
then one of my neighbors or some random person would be like,
Yes.
"Are y'all going to Blake's?"
Shout out to
Oh.
Pam and her daughter Hannah, who Hannah called Blake and Blake called us and said, "Let me tell you how to get there." And we found our way. But it's a nice, close-knit community out here.
Yeah. And so I'm just trying to grow more meat that more local people can have access to.
Right.
And in that
Okay.
vein, I also work full-time at a local butcher shop and processing
Wow.
animals.
Okay, I've seen you on some other YouTube channels too, processing.
Yeah, I do some
Yeah.
classes here at the farm to teach people like
Wow.
how to do these.
How'd you learn that
skills.
coming from corporate America and doing
YouTube.
sales?
YouTube.
He learned on YouTube, y'all.
And like the first class I had, I hired a professional butcher from Chattanooga to come out for 2 days
Oh my God.
and teach the class. And
That's
I was doing it
cool.
so that I could learn.
So are you in a food desert in this area, or is there a grocery store nearby?
We have a grocery store nearby.
Okay.
It is hard to find organic vegetables and meat and stuff like that.
Wow.
But it's brand new.
Right.
Like we did not have this until recently.
Wow.
And-
So
and
people had,
so-
how far did you have to drive to get produce that was halfway decent?
15, 20 miles?
Wow. So that's about
Something
30
like
minutes
that.
sometimes.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're doing a great service to your
But then
neighborhood then.
you also in little communities like this, because I don't grow vegetables on my farm, I
Right.
grow meat,
Right.
but I can barter with other people. And so I
Nice.
barter for eggs, I barter for milk, I barter
Right.
for vegetables by trading out pork or
I
lamb.
wish I had known. I'd have brought you a
for
whole bunch of
that.
eggs.
And so
Well, do you have a farmer's market that all y'all meet at, or?
Harvest Host is my farmer's market.
Nice.
Because I get so much traffic
Yes.
just from where the farm is geographically located,
Yeah.
from north to south.
Yeah.
Between Atlanta and Chattanooga,
Yeah.
Highway 411 is the one road that's 55 miles per hour, not interstate.
Okay.
And that's a quarter of a mile from my farm.
Yeah, and it's on the
And
way to
so-
Pigeon Forge
That's
too, by
right,
the
yeah.
way, from Georgia. So that was why we found you, and thankfully, because you don't have to go to Nashville, you don't have to go to outskirts
Yeah.
of Tennessee to get here. It's along the way.
Yeah, it's along the way. And then the chicken barns are starting to come down, so I can put in 7 or 8 full hookup sites
Oh, okay. Yeah.
for the RVs.
Right.
And then I have a glamping tent that's under the brown barn there.
Oh, yes. I
And
see it.
That's an Airbnb
nice.
I only had 3 empty nights this month.
Wow, we
in
have an
that tent.
Airbnb, and we're surprised because we're out in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, and people rent us. So it's a blessing to have that as extra passive income, right? All
Passive
you gotta do
income. Change the bed sheets, clean the bed,
Exactly.
and sweep the floor.
Yep. And I'm learning so much because we were like, let's get some sheep, let's get this. And now you're telling me all the work that went into it, the YouTube videos that you had to watch to make sure that you're doing it right. I mean,
And then
we won't.
the cows move every day to a new spot on the
Very
farm
cool.
using rotational grazing.
Yeah.
The sheep ideally are with them.
Okay.
But right now you can tell they're just free ranging.
Yeah,
They're
that was kind of cool. That was like Serengeti.
Oh, they're beautiful,
They
aren't
are
they?
beautiful.
That's-
Yeah, this was cool.
It took me 2 years to find that specific breed of sheep.
Oh, wow.
And then it's taken 3 years to get to that size, but we're starting to get to a point where I can sell sheep to people for their own flock.
Oh, okay.
And so most of my sheep, I believe, are going to be bought so other people can start a flock of them.
Okay. So would you ever, if somebody gave you a blank check and said, I want you to sell for us again, would you ever go back to corporate America, or is this for you?
I don't think I'm employable like that anymore.
You're not employable.
My
Good for you. And you
Like-
have, I mean, you have a legacy that you have saved. You saved your family from losing the 63 acres.
Oh, there would definitely be 25 single family homes right in this front
It'd
field
be a
right
subdivision. You're
now.
exactly
And we need
right.
housing. I'm not saying
Right,
we don't need housing.
but not like that.
I'm just saying, like, don't be taking farms.
Right. People's
And
livelihoods.
4
and,
generations
Right.
of blood, sweat, and tears that went to
Exactly.
make it.
So you deserve
work.
to stand on principle and say what
so-
you think. Say what you think. So, well, I'm thankful that you saved the farm because I'm happy to be here. I've never been on a pig farm. I'm from the Bronx, New York, and I'm learning every
Oh.
day about Southern life. I've lived
Look,
outdoors,
I
but
love New York City. I've
it's-
been like
it's
a dozen
amazing.
times
Love it.
and have a great time each
would
time.
you ever want to live there is the question, right?
Maybe a season.
Yeah.
I could do a season.
Yeah, it is. It's for like maybe the holidays. Summers in New York are fun too, but I'd much rather
Yeah.
be learning about homesteading and pig
No,
farms.
Look,
and
it's
sheep
Sunday
herding.
night, 8:30. I'm covered in sweat because I
Yeah.
just worked 3 hours with cows.
Yeah,
I choose it.
me too.
I want this.
Right?
I'm happy.
No makeup, no hair.
Yeah.
It's actually an experience, and I'm happy to have it because a lot of people work themselves up and stress out over layers of things that you don't even have to think about, and when we're camping, we don't even think about. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing to have
Yeah.
this, and it's also therapeutic, like you said. It's enjoyment
Oh,
to
yeah.
to weed eat, to take care of animals and see them return something to you.
The better that I can take care of the dirt, the
Right.
soil, and I make the soil healthy, then it grows healthy plants. And when I grow healthy plants, I grow healthy animals, and then I'm feeding myself and my family quality meat.
That's right.
But you can't bypass what it takes in the soil.
Right. You
To do
start
those
there.
things,
That's
so.
that's Native American culture right there, right? They
Yeah.
started the tilling of the land, and that's how.
Learn how to do stuff healthy. Back to all the stuff I do here was done 200 years ago.
You're
We're just
relearning it.
Relearning it in a
Yeah.
new way with some new tools like electric fencing, and they didn't have that.
Yeah, that's true.
Pressurized water lines to move the water
Wow.
underground so it stays cool. So I water my cows with a very small water tub, so when they drink it, it brings fresh water in, and the fresh water is 70 degrees. So on a 90-degree day, they're able to at least drink 70-degree water
Right.
and cool them a
You're
little
a scholar.
bit. So
You've
there's
learned.
just like little pieces along
Yeah.
the way that
That's
build
beautiful.
up healthier animals along the way.
Wow,
So.
I am amazed. I'm so glad that you gave us your time because sometimes people just stop at a harvest host and say, "Okay, thanks, bye." Like
If
I
I
just
have a chance, I'm here to talk about it because I
Wow.
want more people to think
Yes.
I could grow my animal.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, with 11 hens already, we were talking about sheep. I said, "Would you be able to do something like this?" Maybe if we
Yeah.
didn't travel as much because
Right.
it takes a lot of time, but your dedication is proof that it's positive. Do
And
you make
still-
bacon too? I didn't see it on the list of items.
You
but-
have to buy a half a pig to get bacon
Okay.
because it
okay.
sells out. Like
Wow.
even at $16 a pound,
Yes. So how
It
much is a
sells
half
out.
a pig to get bacon?
about $500. Yeah, for a half a
Cha-ching.
pig. And,
Bacon's good though. I bet you get people who buy a half a pig for your
oh,
bacon.
they will. Yeah, that's no. They're all good. They're a cross of Mangalitsa and Duroc pigs, which is a Hungarian lard breed pig,
Wow.
mixed with a traditional American pig with
Yes.
muscular
Yes.
to get a better mixture of meat and fat.
And the fat, yeah.
And
Oh,
fat is where
okay.
flavor is.
I have. Oh, yes.
So
I love a ribeye. So I was going to ask you, what's your favorite cut of beef?
favorite cut of beef, the ribeye. The ribeye is probably my, if I'm gonna order at a restaurant and
Yes,
go to.
because of that balance of
Yeah.
fat and.
But in pork,
Yes.
if you have a Boston butt,
Okay.
it's
Yep.
the shoulder of the pig.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is if you turn it sideways and cut it into 1-inch steaks, it's better than a ribeye
Yeah.
because the striations of meat along with fat.
Okay,
And
the
meat and
marbling.
fat, it's marbled
Well,
in there.
Blake, we appreciate your time. This was
Hey,
an
yeah,
awesome
thanks for
conversation.
talking to me
Thanks
today.
thanks for having us, and we'll be back. This is fun.
Good
so,
deal. Hey, maybe you'll stay for a week next time and like explore our areas
Yeah.
here. There's a lot of nice hiking and
Yeah,
camping and
I see the mountains
Yeah.
behind us. So we'll bring you 2 dozen eggs next time.
we
too.
can trade out.
Yeah,
We can
hey,
trade out.
Let's do it.
He's going to try some sheep and he's going to love it. I think so.
Well, we have to make sure he tries some lamb. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. Yes. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Cheers. Want to go see the pigs with me, Tyler?
Churro, come. Churro,
No, sir.
Churro, come.
This way.
Go with your friends.
Go with Scotty. Good boy. Stay over there. We're gonna go check out the pigs. That's the farmhouse up ahead. Scotty had a nice little time trying to back into this area. It's a nice wide area, good for big rigs, but very narrow drive down, as you can see, and then we have little ditches on either side. Let's go check out the little piggins. What'd you call it, Scotty? Pigs? P-E-E-G? That's how you pronounced it. Pigs.
Look at the little pig. They watch it. He's gonna go back in.
Stinks over here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're coming to greet us, it looks
No,
like.
no, he's going to jump back in and watch him.
Oh. Uh-oh. He's trying to figure it out. Hey, Wilbur. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
Hey. They don't like him.
They're mad at him.
Uh-oh. Run. There's a lot of pigs. Wow. Imagine. These guys are rough.
I don't want them losing.
They're like a gang. Look at them. They can come out too, the little ones. We better watch ourselves. Bye, guys. See you later. Never thought that I would say I would stay at a pig farm. This is definitely new to me. Pardon my appearance, it's just too hot to do any hair and makeup today. So I'm kind of low-key. You know, when you're boondocking or semi-boondocking with a 30 amp connection, you just kind of do a no hair and makeup day. There's Scotty G over there shooting some pigs while I'm talking about it as well. Did you think you would ever stay at a pig farm, Scotty?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I'm not above it, put it that way. This is a cool little spot to chill for 2 hours. You know, we did a 2-hour drive and we are resting right now before we head over to Pigeon Forge. So I am not upset about it. I knew what we were getting into. It's cattle farm, sheep, pigs. Had some chickens, but I think the chickens are no longer here. And it's so peaceful out here, and you can see the mountains in the distance, but I think because the trees are in, you really can't tell that they're there, but they're beyond those trees. They're really pretty out here. And what I was telling Scotty is they also have a barn. Stay here. They have a barn here, and we do too on our property, and it's funny because we never sit outside in front of our barn, but we drive for 2 hours and 40 minutes just to sit outside somebody else's barn and to rough it, so to speak. And it is pretty rough because it's a 30 amp AC. Running one AC in a cyclone is hot. And right now it is 88 degrees. So, yeah, it was close to 90 when we got here, right? When I got out the truck to back you in, I was just spitzing, as they say in my New York days. I was spitzing. Which one is that? Wheezy or that Wheezy? What's the other one?
George? No, Sally.
Sally. It's two girls. Churro said, that's too much woman for me. You walking away.
You don't like white women, I guess. Churro, come here.
Oh, this is a lot. Well, we survived our second harvest host, and it's time to head out after one night here in Old Fort, Tennessee. Very nice stay. Dogs are coming to say goodbye to us as well, it looks like, over here. Scotty's doing his thing, making sure everything is everything, like he always does. Wasn't too bad overnight. It was cooler than it was hot. So we only needed the fan in the master bedroom, and we ran the 1 AC in the main area for baby girl. And I had a good night's rest. Still no makeup, no hair, but
Me neither.
Scotty said he has no makeup and no hair either. But you look good doing it, babe.
Oh, thank you.
And he does a great job taking care of us, like I just said. I thought I saw one of the Pyrenees, but I guess he ran away, or she ran away. It was either Wheezy or Sally, as we learn their names. The pigs are not making too much noise. I don't hear any cows. And it was a nice day. That house in the distance is awesome too. That's where I guess Blake lives with his family. But we'll be back. We have some souvenirs to take home with us. Some ground pork sausage and some chuck steak, farm fresh. Now it's on to the next. Pigeon Forge, here we come.
Okay. All right, I don't see you, but let me know if I get.
Yeah, I think you're good. Just keep going back. You have the camera, so. Yep.
I can
And
only see half the barn.
no, you're fine. I'll let you know before you get too close to the barn. Yeah, I like the angle, because that way you can pull forward without hitting any ditches. You still have room. Yep. You're good.
All right, let's see if I can swing around here and miss the ditch.
Okay. You want me
Probably
to?
has to back up again. But
Yeah. I was gonna say I can walk in front too to make sure you don't hit the
If you
ditch.
want to come over here, yeah, if you want to go over here on the right side, I can see the left side.
Okay. All right.
I might have to back up a couple of times just to.
Right. You're about to pull. Let's see.
At that.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Looking good. You got your left side covered, or do I need to walk over there?
No, I'm looking. Can I go to the right some more?
Yes, now you can.
I think I'm going to clear the ditch.
Yeah. Hold tight. Hold tight. Let me go to the left. Okay. You look good. Yeah, just stay like that.
All right, we'll see you later.
That's a tent where you can Airbnb undercover tent camping. Cool. Got some plans for this place, some more RV sites too.
Smoke signals rising from our latest
Scotty working.
Okay, just one bundle? Question mark.
conversations whispered by
Now
the
that's what you call work
campsite.
camping.
Engine humming a traveler's lullaby. Join us on the Gravley train, let's slide. Gravley train echoes through the night. Train horn sounds filling up the sky. Interviews and conversations by the firelight, by the firelight. Grab your ticket, come and roll high.